Alright guys, so we've talked about separation techniques as though they're these like little simple things, and they are, but the whole point is that mixtures are rarely that simple thing. Often we'll deal with complex mixtures. So our learning goal here today is to be able to plan. By the end, we want to be able to plan a multiple stage separation, one where we use various techniques based on the different properties of each separation technique, of each substance in the mixture, and separate out a complex mixture. So instead of a vocab today, we've got a quick little summary of all of the different separation techniques. We've got the separation technique, the physical property that it separates based upon, and the lab equipment that we'll use for it. So here we have a mixture of sand and salt water. So if we want to separate that into its individual components, how would we do it? Well, this is a complex mixture, right? So we need to do it in multiple steps. And we'll see we've got a little flow chart down here. Flow charts are super huge for chemists. We love flow charts because we know how the basic steps of certain procedures work, so you can flow chart it to map out your procedure. So what we'll use is we'll use our knowledge of the different components. For example, sand is insoluble, whereas salt is very, very soluble. So we'll use that sort of stuff to work out, those sorts of bits of knowledge, to work out which techniques are most appropriate. And this is a rough outline of it. For example, you could use water. So if it didn't have water, if it's just salt and sand, you could dissolve it with water and then filter it out, and that will give you a residue of sand and a filtrate of salty water. Then we can use the evaporation technique, just over here, to remove the water, water, maybe that's, if as long as we're not trying to keep the water, to remove the water from our filtrate, which will give us these crystals of the salt. And that's a multiple stage separation technique, or separation example. And there's many other sorts of things. It's just you need to look at what's in your mixture and how are you going to break those apart. What properties are different enough that you can separate. I hope that made a lot of sense. If it didn't, put any questions you have in the comments below and we'll get back to you as quick as we can. Thanks for watching. Subscribe so you can keep up with everything we're doing. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye now.